Hello everyone, I'm Burcu and today I wanted to make a video about studying abroad. I'm currently studying at Leuven. I'm studying business administration. I'm studying it in Dutch. But when I first came here, I didn't know that I would start the university here and I didn't know any Dutch. When I first came to Belgium, I was an AFS student. AFS is an organization that helps students study abroad for 1 year in another country. I finished my high school in Turkey, and afterwards I came to Belgium as an exchange student, which was fun actually. I lived here with two host families, two Belgian families. I went to high school in Belgium. The school was in Dutch. I didn't know in Dutch, but at the end I think I managed it. I mean, I didn't need a diploma from that school. I just was an exchange student, you know. Of course it was difficult. When I first came here to Belgium, I didn't know anyone. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any idea about anything actually. I thought that it would change my life like magically, and at the end I thought I would know what I want to do in life, but that was not how it happened actually. I remember my first day in Belgium when we first came to the AFS camp. That's a place where all AFS students meet at the beginning, you know. And back then I wasn't a social person, so I struggled. I remember writing a diary there alone in the garden about, I remember the first sentence. I said like, why the hell I came here? But that was back then. Now I'm happy that I'm here. There were a lot of people from other countries like Dominican Republic, Bolivia, Thailand, Japan, China. Also, of course, Turkey. It was an amazing year that I shared with those people, and it was amazing. But of course, amazing how? At the end of that year, I wouldn't say that it was amazing, actually. But now I do, because that year changed me a lot. Back then, I wasn't a social person, and I was a bit weird with my obsessions. I mean, I thought I was weird with my obsessions, but actually it was just who I was. So it's not a bad thing actually, but you know, I pushed people away and I didn't really trust people at the beginning. Of course it's normal, but and also I didn't give them the chance to get to know me better, you know. And like at the end of the AFS year, everybody made amazing friends, and they had they had such good relations with their host families and with their friends and everything. But you know, I struggled because I was childish, I accept that. And with my host families, I think sometimes I was wrong because we had some arguments and I thought I was right all the time, and I didn't really think that they also maybe had a point, at the right point, you know. Because of that, actually, at the end of that year, I thought I wasted that year because of my obsessions and because of my stubbornness, you know, because I was stubborn or something. But at the end I realized that year changed me a lot, and I had to be that stubborn person to learn that. I had to have obsessions to actually be able to overcome them, and that it doesn't make me a bad person that I was a childish person back then. And I'm thinking now, if I could go back to that year, I would do a lot of things differently. I would dare to speak. I would dare to explain myself. I wouldn't be afraid of speaking another language. I wouldn't be afraid of Dutch, you know. I would love myself more and I would trust myself more, but of course, I think that way now because I have learned a lot. And if you are also struggling with some things, and if you're on an exchange year, or if you're like not an exchange student but you're living the same struggles with people, don't be sorry for that. I mean, that's who you are, and maybe you will learn in the future. That year helped me think differently. I have known a lot of people from a lot of countries, and that made me think that everybody is different and everybody's culture is different, maybe. Even though their cultures are not different, they may be different and they may think different, and that doesn't make them bad, you know. Before, I was always trying to convince people that this is the good thing. You should do this, not this. And actually, I may say that I lost a lot of friends saying those things. They were right, but I was obsessed and I didn't know much thing about life. However, that year ended. And at the end, I was sad, but also grateful for what I have lived, what I have experienced. But also, I was sad because it was over. And also, I was sad because I could have enjoyed it more. And I could have made more friends. I could have understood people more. I mean, it never finishes, you know. I could have. But I was so lucky to be able to experience that year because it was all I needed, actually. But at the end of that year, I thought that I learned a lot, and that was it. I would never learn that much things in my life anymore. And that was actually wrong, because now I'm still abroad, and each year I'm learning something really new, and I'm experiencing new things, and that's actually amazing. That's how I grew up, actually. I really don't think that if I would stay in Turkey for the rest of my life, I wouldn't learn that much thing. Because I wouldn't learn that many things, because studying abroad helps you understand people, and it helps you to find yourself. Okay, you may ask, did you find yourself? But no, I haven't. But I'm working on it, and I really made some progress, I think, and that's what makes me happy, actually. Yeah, I miss my family a lot. I wasn't allowed to go back to Turkey for 10 months, and my parents weren't allowed to visit me for 6 months. I was thinking like, why is it like that? But then I understood, because that was the process, and that helped me finding myself. However, I will continue. So the next year, I was studying a Dutch language here at Leuven, and I should say that it was really fun. I made a lot of friends from a lot of countries again, and they were all here to learn Dutch, and our struggles were the same, our goals were the same to some point, and we had so much fun together. And at the end, we had to pass an exam. Some of us did and some of us didn't, but that year connected us, you know. Okay, I'm not talking with them every day or every month as well. I don't talk with them that much, but still I understand them a lot and they understand me, so that's a really amazing thing. In that year I was actually a lazy student. I didn't study that much and I studied before the exams, which was not a smart thing to do because I was almost failing them. But for the last exam I really studied and I passed it. So my language year was over, so I would start my bachelor. And I was so happy. I thought it would be it, and I thought it would be so easy to pass the university and graduate from the university. Apparently it wasn't. I'm still working on it, but I like this process, you know, because I'm making progress and I know I've learned a lot in school and in life. So how is it in school? I study in Brussels and I live in Leuven. So that makes it a bit difficult, but I live in Leuven for a few reasons. First of all, I have been living here and I loved here. Second, I have friends here. Third, they're all the same. And also it's cheaper in Leuven, I think, than in Brussels. That's also a good reason to stay in Leuven. But I mean, I wouldn't enjoy Brussels that much, I think, as much as I enjoyed Leuven. In Leuven I have friends, that's why I'm happy. I mean, at school I have friends too, but most of my friends are in Leuven. And yeah, that's a good reason to stay, right? Did I say already what I study? Yeah, I study business administration, and of course I'm studying it in Dutch. That's also one of my struggles. That's not such a big struggle. Exams are coming, winter is coming. I will manage them, I think. So how is it to study in Leuven? It's really cool, it's really nice, and it's so easy, but it has also difficult ways, you know, difficult things, and there are also difficulties in Leuven. For example, the school, of course. For a foreigner, it's also weird that all the shops are closed on Sundays, and that all the shops are closed after 7 or 8, which is kind of weird for an international student. And also in the Christmas time and in the summer holidays, it's like a ghost city, you know, everybody leaves and it's so empty. The streets are so empty. Oh my god, that's because Belgium students leave for their homes, and also international students leave for home, you know. And also Fridays are empty here in Belgium a bit. I mean, weekends. Because on Friday everybody takes their luggage and go back to their homes. Everybody who is Belgian, of course. And I see them leaving and I was like, oh, I want to go home too, but you know, you can't fly to Turkey every weekend. It's a bit difficult and expensive. So on Sunday or Monday, the Belgian students comes back, and then it's crowded again. Yeah, that's the thing, basically. But I don't have much things to say about school right now, or I don't know what to say, and I don't really want to talk about the applications and how to apply to KU Leuven right now. But if you have any questions, suggestions, write it in the comments and I will answer them. Questions about the applications or about life in Leuven, just ask. I would be happy to help. So if you like this video, like it, If you don't like it, dislike it, it's okay. And don't forget to sign up for my channel. How do you say it? Enter abonné. Subscribe for my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Wait, what was it? Subscribe? Okay, follow me. So I'm just saying that. And follow me on Instagram too. Yeah, that's good. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. See you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.